get mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready? Watch 98. 98 for Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something. Here we go. Yep. Kill.
Ready? Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Watch 98 for Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Watch 98 for Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check nickel.
Snap. From the gun, Eason. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, he shifts past him. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Switch.
First carry for James Conner. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Hey, gun.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
21. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. I got it.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Open here, Adam Thielen. The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here we go.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the run is Connor. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Here we go. Coming to you. Tighten up. Watch twist. 11. Kill.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 39.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Connor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Throwing on 1st down. Eason, blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on third and long. Eason gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
SOS.
61, matchbox lights.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Here we go.
What we got? No.
2. 21.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On second down now. It's Connor, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Eason, that's complete into the hands of Carson.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. It's Hill, complete. 20! And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyreek Hill. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A good pickup there, 22. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Connor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Hey, come on, no, come on, no. I got you.
Staying open. 58.
On 2nd down, it's Connor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Here we go. Black 80. Hey, gun.
On 3rd down, here's Samuels. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5.
12.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Watch that.
Switches.
Hey, gun.
58.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Really looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is now 10-7. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the double.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. The final shot before break. Eason, and going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Garoppolo now. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Eason, and he's got Miller. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason, the screen pass here to Cohen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Get it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Down. 10 logo.
Second and 1. This is White on the screen. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. 5.
From the gun, Eason. They complete it to Hill. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Tight dog. Quick on travel.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Rock it.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. I would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Steelers 10.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A quick pass out to Juju. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Don't say nothing. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Counter. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's given them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, Eason. That one complete to Hill. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On the draw, this is Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Eason gets this one to Hill. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Haywood. Check, Mike, 55.
And the blitz does come. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now,
or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out, that play's over.
Squeeze. Mike 5-4.
On 4th down, Eason. It's caught, Shepard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 26, and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
First down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He's back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Eason. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. This is Cohen on the toss, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They try again with Cohen, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, Charlie.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Third and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38. 58, come on. Here we go. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
He'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Garoppolo now, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike.
They'll look to throw. That went into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Not today, you are. Not today.
Back to throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
11, 11.
That's the way. And 58 is a Mike.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
It moves to second and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
13, 13. I got you.
Shift.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Now Garoppolo. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bears in good field position to start out first and 10 at their own 42. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game.